All right, today we're back at Split Rock Trails in Syracuse, outside of Syracuse, New York. The gate looks like this. It's usually locked, but you can park over here, this area, and you can go in the trail right there. I'm going to go around that trail, and I'm going to start this loop with these jumps down there, if you can see them. And then I'm going to do a pretty cool little trail that they've got kind of as a loop with a lot of jumpy type stuff and twisty. It's not easy, but it's fun. All right, made it to the top of the trail, drop into these jumps. And then now there's a new section. Well, a new berm into an old section. I haven't ridden it. Ooh, very bermy. I haven't ridden it this direction. That was steep, and I'm not going to try that this direction. All right, that was a fun little section. The most challenging part of this section is going into it. Whoa! Roller coaster. Oh crap! Tree. That was only my third time doing that part, and I never would have tried it except that Devin did it, and I said, well, I have 30 plus more years experience than Devin. I should be able to handle it. I still almost hit the tree. Dry right here in Syracuse. So a lot of the turns are really dusty, easy to slide out. far as I could tell, this is used more by mountain bikers. I should be able to hit that maybe next time. Back to what I was saying. This is more often used by motorbikes, dirt bikes. That's how they cut the trails in here. They kind of cut the trees and they use motorbikes. And this one's just now getting worn in, so it still has a lot of extra bumps. Ooh, it's pretty wet. It's funny how it's bone dry in some areas and slippy in others. And just to prove my point, this is on the same trail system as the last video I did, which was the 2-mile straight, almost no turns. And now they've created this with a lot of up and down and a lot of turn. So this is a very eclectic system. Why it's my favorite overall in Syracuse. That section is full of apples in the fall. You have to dodge. Now we go down here to a definite motocross loop. Some people just ride it as a loop by itself. And what may be the trickiest part is turn, which I don't always get, but I did. Whew. Ooh, I'm off track. Ah. Looks like not a lot of people are riding. And this loops up to where we started with the jumps that you just saw me go by. So you can start over if you want. I think I'll take a breather before I hit those jumps again. All right, we're gonna hit these jumps again. They're small jumps, and if any of you are observant, you'll notice that I'm not really clearing these jumps. Most of them are little roller doubles, or they're made as doubles with a tiny divot in the middle, so you can just roll them, which is basically what I'm doing. My goal is usually to get a little bit of air, clear my back wheel, and just kind of set it down either on the top or on the top side. So technically I'm casing the jumps, but that's where my jump proficiency is right now for safety. I had a big wreck in 2019, and I'm just kind of slowly building my confidence back and not risking too much. So here we go again. My goal is just to learn to carry speed through those. Again, I did better that time. I really didn't get a lot of air, but that's not my goal. Just trying to learn jumping again and not crash. I'll ride back up and do it one more time, and then go find something less challenging. Got a little bit of air that time. There we go. All right, so that was Split Rock, what I guess we're gonna call the new small jump line. It's new, it doesn't have a name yet. And then that linked into a trail that went around base camp, and then went onto a kind of moto trail that they call Magic Karen Trail. And your guess is as good as mine. But if you watched it, maybe you understand why it's called Magic Karen. But anyway, that was about a 1 mile loop, so a pretty fun little loop you can do multiple times, kind of jumpy. Very different than the other stuff that's around here. I got all sweaty because the barometric pressure is rising and humidity is through the roof right now, which is unusual for here, but it's kind of nice to sweat, get out. I suggest you do the same. Have a good one.